Good morning, Jackie Broman here. Happy Monday. Quick video today around how fear might be holding you back from a legal perspective. So, in fact, fear is probably the main thing that holds everyone back in all sorts of areas. But when you're facing a legal problem, the fear and stress can be so great or there's so much uncertainty. It can be just so foreign that we have instinctual responses that can be costing you a lot of time and money. So we freeze. We could just not deal with the problem at all, which can cost you a lot of time and money. Time because months and months could go past when you could be addressing it and getting on with your life earlier. It can cost you money because the longer you leave it, potentially the worse the situation could get. So freezing is one way that you might approach a legal problem and the stress be so great that you just don't want to deal with it. Another way that the stress and the fear could be costing you time and money is in the mistakes that you make. And we want to be making decisions from the right place. We want to be confident that we're not going to make mistakes. But it's funny not funny, it's funny, sad really, that when we most need our brain just is not ready to work for us. When we're in high conflict, stressful situations, we want our brain to be working and helping us make logical decisions. But we have so much emotional turmoil quite often at the same time, and that causes the brain not to work properly. We have different hormones released, and all sorts of things happen to our body that just makes us not able to actually focus and make logical, best decisions for us. And so, yes, we could be making mistakes that cost us time and money. One of those mistakes could be a bit like flight. So I've already spoken about freeze, where we just don't do anything. Another one is more about we hand all the responsibility over to someone else and then we pretty much disappear from it. So we haven't actually run away. It's just that we've given it to someone else. We don't want to take responsibility for it. We've delegated that responsibility when it should be ours because it's our life. We've given the responsibility away. We quite often find the first lawyer that we can find. We find some relief in what they're saying. We hand it over and we go, you deal with it. I trust you. But whether that trust has been earned or not is the problem. And so they run with it. They potentially over-service, or they do things the way they think they should do it, which may also prolong the matter, unfortunately. So then you might end up dissatisfied a few months down the track when you get a bill for $10,000 and the matter's still not resolved. So that can be another way that your fear is holding you back in terms of resolving your legal problem. And the other way that particularly women sometimes respond when they're really stressed out, and we've heard about the fight, fright, freeze response, but that research was not done with any women involved. And more recently, there's been some research done with women. And in fact, women tend to then want to nurture and befriend. So then we are keeping everyone else happy. We put on a show. We do everything for everyone else. In a way, it might be a little bit like freeze, or it's rather, head in the sand. There's so many other people to keep happy, to look after. We don't want anyone else to feel upset, or we just want to keep the peace. So potentially we give up our rights. And that can cost you a lot in the long run as well. So just bear in mind how the fear might be playing out for you. Be conscious of it. Be careful. find support around you that can help you, and find some tools in your life so that you know that you can deal with the fear and try and bring your brain back to a state where you're actually making some good decisions that aren't going to cost you. So hopefully that helps. If you have any other questions for me, please by all means direct message me. And if you'd like more videos like this, or tips that are more specific to certain areas of the law, jump right into the Legally Wise Women Community Hub there, the free section. Those links are in my bio. So I'll see you again next week. Take care.